Hey guys, me again. Sorry the wobbly camera. It'll settle down in a second. Oh man, came up today. Today's Friday, May 9th. Came up today in 1623, which was pretty good. I think 15:18 is my fastest time, and I wasn't pushing it today. It's Friday. I just want to have a nice, comfortable climb up the stairs. Read my book on my phone. So I'm not carrying a book, I'm actually reading a book on my Kindle on my phone. So I just find, man, the time just travels really fast, and I think I get into a certain pace of walking, like up the stairs, that is pretty comfortable, and somehow, it just works pretty well for me. So, I would recommend that. Try reading while you're walking, or while you're on a treadmill, or while you're doing stairs. Treadmill may be the easiest way to do it, but get your iPad, get a book, magazine, whatever, do some walking and reading at the same time. I find that when you occupy your mind, you're not thinking about how much longer is it going to be, and what floor am I on, and my legs are tired, and I want to quit, and I'm thirsty, and I should have had more water, and I'm dehydrated, and I'm not going to make it up there, and your mind just starts going on and on. But if your mind is occupied with something else that's interesting, and it keeps you focused, then your body, you just turn it on autopilot, and your body will just go, and it'll just go right up the stairs, whatever, walk a half an hour on the treadmill, an hour, whatever, and it'll just go by like nothing. It's a great strategy. So I would recommend it. I would recommend you do it. And it really helps. Weighed myself this morning, 197 still, so still working on that, Like I said, I made a pledge to myself that by June 1st I would be down to 190, so that's 7 pounds. So I'm still working on that, and that's pretty much it. The week's been pretty good. We've been very busy, really getting really tasked with a lot of projects and meetings through my new company. So and this company is like in a bunch of different cities, so it's a lot of phone calls and conference calls and emails and just on and on. So it's taking a lot of time. The work is taking a lot of time, and then trying to do something outside of that. I go to different groups, meetups and things, and of course have other things to do, so it all keeps me busy, and I get so tempted sometimes. It's like I want to keep working, I want to keep doing something, and I know, well, I've got to leave after work, so I gotta, it's 3 o'clock, I gotta do my walk. If I don't do it now, I'm not going to get a chance to do it, so I have to step away. You have to force yourself to find the time, and that's the hard part, because we're all busy. We're all very busy, and you only have so much energy, you only have so much time, and you got so many demands on your time that you really have to make your health a priority. Like, that's what I said. I actually went through and wrote down I wrote down my values. I wrote down, what are the things that I value, at least that I say I value, not that I necessarily show that I value by my actions, but what things do I actually value, and I actually ranked those things. I made a list first of about 10. I said, what are my top 10 values, okay, or things that I care about? And I literally went through and compared, and I did kind of like, like when you're at the eye doctor and they're flipping the lenses back and forth, and they're like, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Okay, 3 or 4, 3 or 4. So I literally went through and did that kind of sorting and prioritizing, and I said, what do I value more? My finances, or, my spouse, or my dogs, or my family, or my friends, or my job, or my, spiritual life, or my health. I literally went through and said, if I had to choose between these two things, what do I value more? And I just went through and ranked everything. Top 10, 1 to 10, ranked them. And I put health at number 2. So, like I said, that's saying something. That when I say this is my top, my second highest value in my life, that's really saying something. And so, then once you say that, then you got to say, am I living that value? Like, do I demonstrate that that is my second highest value by how I live, by the things I do, by really everything, the things I read, what I talk about, what I do, what I eat. Like, am I really taking care of myself? Am I, going to the doctor? Am I not taking unwarranted risks, with my health or my physical, ability or whatever? Am I keeping myself fit and healthy and all that stuff? At that time I wasn't really, and it wasn't until I really kind of got that scare about, not only, okay, you might have some numbers coming back that aren't that great from your doctor, but if you don't make changes, you're potentially looking at this particular outcome or that particular outcome, and those are not good things to be looking at, as far as possibilities in your life. So at that time, up until the point I said that I valued my health, I said that it was my number two value in my life, but I wasn't living that. I was maybe speaking it, but I wasn't living it, and so it wasn't until I kind of got that wake-up call that I really started really walking the walk, not just talking the talk. I really started to really take care of my health, and that's when I changed my diet. I completely changed my diet. That's when I started doing climbing all the stairs and all that stuff, and it's like I feel so much better. It's improved my life, like every area of my life, my energy, my mood, just my ability to get around, just everything. It's amazing if you can even just take care of one area of your life. It's just amazing, like what the carryover effect can be to other areas. It'll just spill over to other areas and just help your whole life get better. So I definitely recommend it. Go through, write down the things you value, go through and prioritize them. And say, if I had to choose, and they're tough decisions. I mean, if I had to choose, money over my parents or something like that, I mean, you got to pick. It's like you got to rank these things. So, would I rather, take care of my parents and not have as much money? Or do I value money more, and and I don't care so much? I mean, that's like what you got to decide, and that's who you are, because your values. That's what you get. I mean, well, you don't always get your values, but you get your standards. Like, however you choose to live, that's what you get. So, if you live according to your values, then you're going to get the life that you really want. So, I would just highly recommend it. Do that activity. Find out what's really important to you, and go after it and do those things that are going to help you live your values. So with that, like I say, runners run in circles, but I climb to the top. Keep on climbing, and I'll see you next time.